Hey guys, this is Dal, and welcome to the Wizard World Madison Comic Con 2015 finale recap. As you can see, I'm at home. I'm got my sound ready to go. I really better do this before it all just fades away into a blur and reality takes back over. Obviously, I'm not with Nick. He had to keep driving home. Roads weren't bad. We made it home safely. They were, despite them talking about freezing rain, the interstates that we traveled, not a problem. Actually got home a little early. Let's see. So, let's see. After we recorded Saturday's recap Sunday morning, we headed into the con. Let's see. What did we do? Well, Nick Biscuit wanted to go ahead and get a couple of things. We ended up spending a crap load of money. I did most of my shopping that day. But let's see, what did we do? Yeah, we had a couple of the panels. I hit different ones than Nick did. Well, Nick was doing this, getting crappy glaring pictures. Crappy glaring pictures of Brett Dalton. Nothing against Brett Dalton. I like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. just as much as the next guy. He had a panel. While he was doing that, I was, just chilling, right here, just hanging out, over in the went to learn a little bit more about costuming and things like that. Again, here we have Nick pulling Homer Simpson, going Joe, and here's me, and me again. With Oki Cosby and I forget her name. I will put it down over here somewhere, I'm sure. Right over here probably. I'm so sorry. She was one of the winners in the costume contest Saturday night. Been doing it for a long time. They both have. I'm gonna start taking a crack at my very first costume this year already in preparation for next year. So we'll watch for some videos on that. Anyway, after we did a couple of our panels, I got to chill. He got to chill. Oki probably thought I was, stalking her by the end of the weekend, but whatever. I got the creepy old guy stuff down pat. I was just. Anyway, what do we got next? Right. So we were doing that. All right. So we got. First, I'm gonna do Nick Schweg. I made him send me some pics of the stuff that he ended up picking up. He went back to Victor's table, and picked up every single comic the guy makes right now. He's got all of them now. If you remember the Samaritan comics from Sunday's recap, he went back and got the rest of them all signed. Again, Vic's just magnetic personality, sweet guy, awesome. He picked up. We found. I believe this is one of the pieces from Muse Tap. Yeah, this is one of the pieces from Muse Tap. I believe the guy was telling me, the guy behind the counter, I think, was saying he was like a brother-in-law or something, and he was saying that it was his brother and his sister-in-law, or his sister and his brother-in-law, something like that. And they do a lot of these together. This one happened to be done together. It's Marvel Heroes. There was just tons of prints, relatively cheap, and for the price of the art, you just can't go wrong. It was great. I picked up some for gifts, and I will list them here, I think, in a second. Yeah. So he had this one from there, and did the Ninja Turtle one from there as well. Kind of a glare on there, Nick, but that's all right. Really good. And then he got Batman and Robin. They were for like $20, so it's just like, well, hell yeah. I think they had the best deal on prints there. And I think these were like 11 by 18s ish, 7, yeah, something like that. I don't know. And then he picked up a Gambit. And you'll see that here. Right. Yep, and I ended up getting a few from there too. Here was one of my gifts. Sorry, this one happened to be crappy, but it's Dante and Virgil, again from the talented folks over at Muse Tap. I got a Pokemon, one of the Pokemon. They had a whole set, but I was running low on cash, so I didn't get them all. Right, so yeah, there was that, and there was a Minecraft one. I got that one for the boy, and that was pretty much all the prints that I recall bringing, getting from there. Oh no, wait, I lied. I ended up getting an old 1980s Heroes and Villains set right here. Sorry about the glare a little bit on Mumra, the ever-living... Okay, that sounded like Cobra Commander, I'm sorry. Or Skeletor? Didn't the same guy do the voices for all of them? Maybe not Mumra, but I think Skeletor and Cobra Commander had the same guy doing the voice. I don't recall. Anyway. Right. So, my favorite pieces of art that I picked up, I ended up getting a couple of lithographs from, oh gosh, what was his name? Fantastic guy. He had his arm in a sling. It was, Greg. I want to say Greg. It was Greg Horn. I got him to, he was there, he signed them all. He had this really badass, Wolverine versus Deadpool. I mean, I loved his style. I think he was probably one of the, nothing against anyone else, but I think he was probably he had some of the most gorgeous work at the entire show. I will say that right now, of anybody. You'll see that right here. I've got, there's Easter eggs in here too, but this is Leia, Slave Leia, you know, nice stuff. And this is a lithograph. I actually spent the crap load of money to get extra to get the lithograph. And then the next lithograph we've got the women of X-Men, Storm, White Queen, Phoenix, Rogue, Psylocke. I'm pretty sure that's Kitty Pryde. So yeah, and like I said, Easter eggs, little bit of Easter eggs in all of these, in both of these prints, pretty slick. What else did we do? It was Greg Horn. I got him to, he was there, he signed them all. He had this really badass, Wolverine versus Deadpool. I mean, I loved his style. I think he was probably one of the, nothing against anyone else, but I think he was probably he had some of the most gorgeous work at the entire show. I will say that right now, of anybody. You'll see that right here. I've got, there's Easter eggs in here too, but this is Leia, Slave Leia, you know, nice stuff. And this is a lithograph. I actually spent the crap load of money to get extra to get the lithograph. And then the next lithograph we've got the women of X-Men, Storm, White Queen, Phoenix, Rogue, Psylocke. I'm pretty sure that's Kitty Pryde. So yeah, and like I said, Easter eggs, little bit of Easter eggs in all of these, in both of these prints, pretty slick. What else did we do? I'm missing one. No, I'm not. Okay, and then here we've got, you guys all know Kaz. You should know him. He's been doing this forever. He had this cool little booth of miniature drawings. This one was a gift. This was Frozen Olaf. I ended up giving that away already, so I made sure I took a picture of that by itself before I got rid of it straight away Sunday night when I got home. And then I picked up a bunch more. Nick obviously forgot his too. I got him the Deadpool and the Wolverine. And I've got the other 5 for myself. The set of 4 for the Ninja Turtles, and of course Cthulhu. I needed something Cthulhu, so there you go. But let's see. This was probably the best thing I did that day. I actually stumbled around and managed to find Tom Cook's booth since I missed his presentation on animation on Saturday. I just had to break down and get him to sign something for me. For those who don't know who Tom Cook is, you're either too young or just plain retarded, and that's just the end of it. Uh, he did all the drawing for the old a lot of the old Hanna-Barbera cartoons, like the Wonder Twins, Thundar the Barbarian, She-Ra, He-Man. I think he did quite a stint on the old Scooby-Doo cartoons that everybody has seen, no matter how old you are. I think he did a lot of the art on that as well. And I'm missing some others, which is fine. Brave Star, I remember he did that one. Who else? I don't know, but I grew up on all of that stuff. There's not a single one of his cartoons I didn't watch almost regularly. Of course, my favorites being He-Man and such. But anyway, so I got a signed Skeletor from Tom Cook. Thank you, Tom. You're awesome. And as he said right before the end of the day, or as I was walking away, I told him, I'm like, yeah, I just really wanted to stop, thank you, and let you know how you know, that you kind of shaped me into the man I am today. And he looked at me funny, and I don't want to take responsibility for that. So that's good. Good sense of humor. Right. And then, yeah, I think that was it. Oh, and so we stood around waiting for a while. Nick ended up going up to the Green Ranger Power Hour to do some karate, and there's actually some clips on the Jason David Frank Facebook page from Madison Comic Con that I'm not going to use. If you want it, you can go just look up Jason David Frank official page on Facebook and try and scroll through some of his videos. And there's like a Kia video, and I Nick's wearing the a blue plaid shirt. He's wearing a douchebag shirt, and you just look for the douchebag shirt and the mutton chops, and that's him. But he was telling me that he kept kicking over chairs during the kicking and stuff like that. So I was just like, whatever, that was funny. But he has that look on his face, you know, kind of like the one that you're all familiar with by now. Anyway, so yeah, then after that we kind of putzed around for a while, just waiting for our last photo op, which was supposed to be Billy D. Williams. However, we forgot to. Oh, I missed one. I've already posted this on Facebook as a spoiler, but I did get my picture taken with the DeLorean. Ill prepared because I didn't have my sunglasses or anything with me, and my face isn't quite like McFly should be, but it's here, you know, and it was for a good cause, fighting Parkinson's and stuff like that. And then so anyway, we finally finished the day. We were waiting, and then we went to go check in and get our prepaid tickets because we prepaid for Billy D. Williams, but we never checked the schedule that morning, and apparently it had changed, and Billy D. had been done at like 1:30, and it was, you know, 10 after, it was like 10 to 3 or whatever, because it was supposed to be 3:30. Anyway, so we got a $10 upgrade, and we went and took a picture with Michael Rooker. Woo! Call of Duty shirt. Fucking too cool for school. He's probably really hungover in this picture, and whatnot. But you know, whatever. Shook my hand. It was all good. He's a pretty cool guy too. Can't say I'm disappointed. I mean, I am disappointed, but at the same time, I'm not disappointed. You know, it evened out in the end. You know, if I would have Rooker would have been one of my other choices for a photo op. Similarly with that, but that about does it. We drove home after that, and a bunch of bullshit later, we were done. So, yeah. Look forward to us doing this next year. If you're interested and you actually know me in real life, why don't you mark it on your calendar? They're going to do it again. It's going to be a little later in 2016 than it was this year. They want to move it a little later, not necessarily the ass end of winter here. They want to do it probably closer to spring. So, with that, I've been Dal, and this has been the Wizard World Madison inaugural Comic Con in 2015. I had a lot of fun, and I hope to do it again next year. Until my next video, we'll see you guys later. Bye! Here we've got Nick went back again, and he's a huge fan of the Arrow show, so he went back and he got an autographed Mike Grell. Looks like an original sketch. Is that an original sketch, Nick? Leave it in the comments below. I think it is. I don't think that's a print. And signed, so that must have cost you a pretty penny. But yeah, cool stuff. What else do we got?